When you book a Best Western hotel, you get all the great stuff you'd expect from a big brand, plus the feel-good glow of knowing every booking supports proudly independent hotels. Like Rogerthorpe Manor in Yorkshire, run by the Metcalfe family. So with 290 unique places to stay, you're not just booking, you're booking good. Best Western. Booking good.
Welcome back to Headingley for our latest episode of Box 2 in partnership with Best Western Hotels GB, supporting local, proudly independent hotels. Welcome back to Box 2, myself, Jamie Jones-Buchanan, for this another weekly roundup. And this week, I'm joined by French international Justin Sangare. Justin, great to see you. Looking forward to the mid-season internationals next week, but before we get there, let's talk a little bit about Hull FC. Now, the weather came down, torrential rain, and I'm thinking, is this going to be a leveller today? Now, when you're thinking about your personal game being really strong through the middle, some of the offloads as well, does the rain scare you a little bit, or do you just trust in your skill?
Yeah, I just trust my skills and do what I can do for the team and bring the energy I can for the team and win the game. That was my idea first.
Mate, I've noticed that you've been playing a lot more minutes as well recently. Is that one of your targets, to play and get more game time?
Yeah. I try to play the longest I can and bring the highest energy I can every game.
And you've turned out to be a real fan's favourite, actually. When you come on the field, they get really excited. Can you sense that when you're coming on the field?
When I come in the field, I can feel like people are beyond me, but also beyond all the team, so you can feel the atmosphere and all the energy they bring for us, so that's massive and I'm very grateful for that.
How much have you enjoyed playing for Leeds?
I don't know, but I'm very, very, very happy, and that's one of my dreams, to play around the people who can bring some energy from the team, and that's what it is. So every day I come on the field, I'm very happy to see all the crowd, all the Leeds fans singing "We Leeds Rhino." That's the main thing.
And Owen talked about getting a better start, starting the game well. I know we didn't score early, but we were really cohesive. We had a good performance, didn't we, on Friday?
Yeah, we had a really good performance, but still have some details to get better. Like we want to be the best team, so we need to be very ready for everything, and like how do you say that? Like clean all the details and get ready for the next game every time and get better every week.
And we've got a formidable front row now. I'm just thinking about Tommy Holroyd, Mikolaj, Oledzki. You could potentially be playing against them in that mid-season international, but how friendly, how cohesive have you got in terms of working with them through the middle?
Work with them is like very good to work with Tommy. He got fit. He can pass too. He's a very good player. Mikolaj is very strong. He got pass too. So, yeah, I know all these players because I was watching them when I was in Toulouse.
All right.
So, yeah, they are very good players, and it will be good to play with them and against them. Very good too.
And just tell me a little bit about your journey, your African-French connection. Born in Africa, moved to France. Tell me a little bit about your background, where you was born and how you moved to France.
So I was born in Mali, Bamako, around the West Coast Africa, close to Senegal, Algeria, all the country on the West Coast of Africa. I came over when I get 1 year old in France, because my father used to work for Airbus, and it was easier for us to come here to France and have school, and all medical stuff is more easier in France than Africa. Everyone knows. On this time it was tough time. So we come over France and still speaking my own language, Bambara, with my mother. That was my first language also. So yeah.
And you had to learn how to speak French and then English. How does it work in France? Because when you go to France, everybody seems to be able to speak English. Is it something that they're really keen on in school, or is it just through media?
Speak English?
Yeah.
Like in France, all the people can speak English with the accent. You can hear my accent, French accent. But we're still struggling. I think it's better to come here and learn English or learn English with the English people because we just learn the basics. And the best thing for learning language is you have to go in the country or stay with the people for learn all the slang and so get ready for if you have a conversation with one guy from the Yorkshire and you learn English in France, it's very different.
Learning the Yorkshire dialect, mate. He spent a lot of time listening to me. Speaking about countries, mid-season international, it's always positive to play against France. You could potentially be playing against likes of Mikolaj and Tommy. Are you excited about that game and looking forward to it?
Yeah, very excited. All the guys are excited when I see them. The name of Mikolaj and Tommy Holroyd and all the English guys from Leeds playing for England. I was very excited and like we joking together like yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, it will be good. I'm very excited for this game.
And tell me about Laurent Fresinu and Sean Long as well as the coaching staff there. Laurent's an assistant at St Helens. How's he helped your development of your rugby league game?
He got different view of rugby league than all my coach. He's different, and I like the way he come to me and learn to me all the stuff. I can improve in the field and my mind how I can be better in tough moment and especially for international game. You got just one opportunity, not two, so you have to be ready. So yeah, he work a lot of how you think in the field, like get ready every time and the opportunity can come and don't miss that.
Love it, being ready every time. How did you get into rugby league in the first place in France?
So I grew up in Toulouse and I started with football. Yeah. And because when I was young, primary school, rugby league come to my school. And that was the first rugby, and I was thinking that's the rugby like everyone play in the world. Right. So I said, yeah, that's amazing. Like you can play with the ball, run. I was very, very happy. And one day the coach came to me and say, "You want to try?" And I said, "Yeah, why not?" And since this day, I still play rugby league. I never tried rugby union. So
you never tried it?
Never.
Good, mate. Stick to rugby league. Stick to rugby league. And saying that, inspiring the youngsters, the youth, the young people. We've got a group over from Villeneuve with Shawcross. Shawcross is a wonderful community club. Old Dougie there's been leading the way for many of years with French exchanges. They've just been to Edinburgh. You've been walking around with them. How nice is it to see some fellow countrymen, some young ones, and inspire them to keep playing with that rugby ball?
Yeah, that's amazing because I was on them place before. Right. I remember I didn't come like in Leeds, but my experience was in French team under 18. I came over here play against England for France, and we meet Benjamin Julien. He was playing for Warrington on this time, and I was dreaming and say, yeah, maybe one day I will be on this position. Maybe it will be me there and see some youngers and. That happened to me today, so yeah, I'm very, very happy to lead all the youngers to come here and try the dream, like play rugby and have fun every day. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we've got you over here, and I just wanted to ask you as well about the culture. It's the Year of Culture 2023. Just had a baby, moved into Leeds, learning how to speak the Yorkshire dialect. How have you enjoyed your time in Yorkshire and Leeds?
Yeah. It's fantastic, like to come here. People here, like I say every time in interview, people are very welcoming. Yeah. So they're very nice. Leeds is a very, very, very nice city. Nice people, everything nice. So I'm very happy. And you can go in a restaurant and meet someone like Leeds, and he will recognize you and say, "Oh, that's fantastic, you were here." Yeah, amazing.
Awesome. And your dad as well, got a young baby. How's that been in opening few weeks?
Tough because she don't want to sleep in the night, but that's okay because you can have sometimes she's just crying, and just you can have a 1 second smile, and that changed everything. So yeah, it's best feeling I think for a father.
Awesome, lots of smiles this week and some great performances as well. We've got a great win against Oledzki Friday night. The women also got an 80 points to 0 win over Huddersfield, bouncing back from that loss against the York Valkyrie. And Simon Brown and the guys with our PDRL team had a good win against OKR and a narrow defeat against the Warrington Wolves. Also, the Wheelchair Rugby League team, I don't know if you've been across much of that yet, but they got a 64 points to 32 win against the London Roosters, halfway down there in Birmingham. And the netball missed out by one lousy point against the Saracens, 52-53. Great event at the First Direct Arena, though. Really got excited about that. About 3,500 people there. Lots going on with the Leeds Rhinos brand. Have you been watching any other sports? I'm going to Leeds United. I like to go to Leeds United. Do you like football? Do you tune into any other sport?
Yeah, I like watch football. I don't watch football every day, but I like watch football. But I still don't have the opportunity to come and watch Leeds United game. If I got one day the opportunity, I will go or watch everything if I got the time. So yeah, maybe one day.
Opportunities, that's what it's all about. Somebody needs to give. I'll give him an opportunity. I'll take him with me. This week, Lee Leopards, Party Animals. We're playing against them. Should be a good trip. Derek Beaumont always puts on a massive event. Some good players in there as well with a little bit of history from Leeds. Tommy Briscoe, Zach Hardacre, and then on the other side, Josh Chandler is chasing Ryan Hall and Danny Maguire's try-scoring record. Not sure he'll quite catch it, but he's going to be dangerous, isn't he? Looking forward to playing against Lee.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good game. We know Lee is very good team. Is a very good team. They like play and they got a very good team. So we have to be ready, and it's going to be a tough game. No easy game, so.
Lots of good players. Asiata through the middle. We've got the firepower to match them, though. When you've been over here, Justin, who's been some of the players that you've played against and thought, wow, they're pretty good? Who do you look up to, respect, inspired by?
I respect all the players because I know his staff play Super League every week and every year.
Who was somebody that inspired you growing up, maybe in France? Anybody you looked up to or really took you under their wing?
I can say maybe Jimmy Peacock.
Right.
When I was younger, I was watching him and you guys when you was on the best best way, like all the old players of Leeds. That was leading all the young Frenchies.
Yeah.
Say, oh, did you watch the game last night of Leeds? And we see you guys play like footy, and you have smile, and also you bring the energy every time. So yeah, it was you all the guys from Leeds, the old.
I'll take that. Good on you. So if we got a win against Lee, that would be 3 in a row. It'd be nice to get that before that mid-season international, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it will be good to have a win before a break for all the guys. Yeah, it will be good to have the win and change the mind after. For some guys have holidays, and some guys get ready for the international game and go again and finish good the season.
And if you've not been over to Lee yet, Lee Sports Village, it's a great event. Every bit worth the travel over the Pennines, not just to see our boys to engage in the best of Rugby League. It should be a great game. Hopefully get another win before we're back here against the Salford Red Devils. Looking forward to seeing you back at Headingley as well. If you get a chance to go in the Long Bar, you Gold members, it's been going off the last 3 weeks. It's been brilliant. It's getting better every week. But thank you very much, Justin. Thanks for your time, and well done for inspiring those young French players. Hope you have a great week and look forward to seeing you next time.